Today we're talking about self-care. We often think of self-care as just soothing our physical bodies. The bubble baths, a long nap, or using a nice scented lotion. It goes so much deeper than that though. Sure, it's absolutely includes caring for our physical selves by getting good sleep, moving our bodies, and fueling them with actual nutrition rather than the processed junk that's everywhere. But it really is so much more. True self care means saying no to the friend who never reciprocates. It's turning off the news when you know it's just feeding your depression. It's paying for a babysitter so you can have a real night out with your spouse. It's the fierce, sometimes uncomfortable discipline of treating ourselves the way we would treat a good friend. It's a return to yourself, and honestly, it's often incredibly boring and unglamorous. It's preserving your light before you burn straight down to the wick. I used to sit with a client named Louisa. She was a full time teacher carrying the heavy, exhausting load of raising twins. And by the time she found her way to my office, she felt numb, irritable, and deeply disconnected to her own life. When I asked her what she did for self care, she mentioned a stack of face masks that she had bought but never actually had the time to use. So we shifted the conversation right then and there. A face mask was not going to fix the nervous system that she hadn't made time for in 3 years. So we looked at her daily routine and decided to just carve out one small act that she could do. So every single morning, she left the house just 15 minutes early without her phone. She sat in her parked car and simply breathed before the day's chaos took over. At first, the guilt was heavy. She said that she felt like she was stealing time away from her family, her daughters. But within 2 weeks, something shifted. She started listening to classical music in the quiet and focusing on her breathing. And those 15 minutes of radical preservation actually made her more present as a mother and more focused as a teacher. So she was finally maintaining her own machinery. So as you open your journal this week, I want you to think about that. Take a long look at those boring basics, at those boundaries you might need to set, and consider where you can claim a moment of radical preservation today. It may be eating a real meal while actually sitting down, or it may be just stepping away from something that is a draining dynamic for you. Before we go, I want to leave you with this week's permission slip. Permission to prioritize your own self-care today. You can find a digital copy of that ticket and all of the links in the show notes. And if you want to become the author of your own life, head over to my Substack to join our community and get your own free ebook. All subscribers receive a link to my ebook, The Author of My Own Life, which contains 365 journal prompts to guide you through a year-long journey of self-discovery and intention. Start your journal today. And from my own personal journal this week, I have an exciting update. I just officially wrapped up phase 4 of my 9-phase editing process for my new novel, Where Two Rivers Meet. That's the second novel in the Emma series. So this means the massive structural edits are officially behind me, and I'm finally moving into the fun part, fine-tuning everything at the scene level. I've also had a really fun breakfast win this week. I've been trying a new smoothie recipe that is supposed to help with inflammation, and I've been enjoying a delicious blueberry smoothie for breakfast every morning this week. It's officially summer in a glass, and honestly, it's the best motivation to actually get out of bed in the morning. So I'm Melissa Ann Palmer, and remember, your voice is the most authentic thing you own. I'll see you next time.